How are you? How are you doing on this Monday? Still a little bit of a lisp. You're going to have to forgive me. Got a shade down because our windows are facing the south and boof, so got a got a light on, shade down. It's it's sunny but it's overcast. So I'm like anyways, gra- yeah, grab them if you got them. You know the drill. I'm going to steal a sip. I'm still on this learning curve with the teeth. I thought Alice was still in here, my little girl. I'm still in this learning curve with the teeth, and I find if I let them get dried out, that talking is just why bother? So you'll have to forgive me. It'll be 2 weeks on Thursday that I've had the surgery, that I had the dentures. Still a little bit of a trying to get used to. I wanted to do this first before I did anything, and it really doesn't have anything to do with the video. Well, this part does. If you gave me your name for the Reiki box Friday at noontime, that's just an essential oil and it's closed, we're good. At noontime, your requests were sent out to the universe, were sent out to Gaia. So, and today, if you did a request for today, it is in my Reiki box. It has got the blue candle holder with the candle and Gaia sitting there. I did the ritual for that, and Friday we'll be opening that up and doing what we did today. Seeing as how I've got my smudge, let's get some. There's nothing wrong with getting smudged. I do it every day. Oh, you're going to give me a hard time, aren't you? Okay, it's fine. I got more than one lighter. I don't care. See? There we go. We could all use a smudge. When I sit here and I do my smudgings, I smudge my girls. I send it to my girls, give it to my little kids, give it to Marie. I'll give it to all you guys today. Why not? Everybody can use a smudge. Life's hard nowadays, man. When eggs are more expensive than a steak, it's ridiculous. I often think about that. I'm going to digress for about 2 seconds here. Just allow me to. If you are a single parent, and I don't care if it's a mother or a father, there are people that argue, but I have always known this to be an amazing antimicrobial, and I breathe it in every chance I get. So there we go with that, starting to loosen up now. Put it in my little cauldron there. I know this isn't part of the video, but I'm just going to say it anyways. If you are a single mother or a single father, if you are on welfare, if you are someone who is making minimum wage, my heart goes out to you. I used to be a single mother on welfare when I lived in Springfield, Massachusetts. Then I became a nurse's aide. Like I said, a long time ago, was a nurse's aide. Still not making a crap load of money. Now, even back then, times were hard. And I've been with my husband 23 years. I can only imagine, and my heart goes out to you more than you know. And because it is a universal request, I always put your names in the Reiki box. I don't know you, I don't know what your name is, but I put to all those who are struggling. I put that in there every time I do the Reiki box because I remember what it was like. And we're, wait, let me retract that. We're not rich. We are, getting by right here. Bills are paid, we have food in our cupboards, we're blessed, but we are not rich. But nowadays, when you have no money and you're living on the skin of your teeth and all they keep doing is raising the prices of food and everything. You got little babies at home. I remember that whole story about the formula. It's terrible, and my heart goes out to you. And know that though I'm not asking your permission, I'm giving it as a universal request that something gives and something lightens up for you. That the struggle calms down because I get it. I really get it. Anyways, that's enough of that. I wanted to show you my Green Witch series. Forgive me, I'm still trying here. It'll be 2 weeks on Thursday. Give me one moment. This is water. Okay. I want to show you my Green Witch series. Two of the books are from Moura. The tarot cards are from Moura, and I call it the companion book to the Green Witch series because though it is not from Moura, it seems like anybody that has the Green Witch series also has this book, The Green Witch. It is by Erin Murphy Hiscock, I believe. And when it says a complete guide, it's not kidding. All natural magic. They're not kidding. Because there is this little book has 250 pages, I believe, or 240 something pages, and it's just packed with everything. With everything. From herbs, herb magic, potions, lotions, oils, infusions. There's so much that's in here. Herb magic, and there are crafts, and there are recipes. There is just so much. I mean, there's no pictures, so I'll just show you, but there's crafts, and it has about the stones, the crystals. There's everything in this book. And it's so small you wouldn't think. Celebrating the solstices and the equinox. Meditations for every season. Experience the environmental energy around you. There is so much in this book. And, like I said, for being such a small book, embrace your own power. It says the natural magic of herbs, flowers, essential oils, and more. And they're not kidding. It really is a power pack book. Even though it's small. This is a good book. This is an amazing book if you're traveling. Or if you're going on a day trip. So many people do the quote-unquote vacations now. This is a perfect book to take with you. Because a lot of these books are so big that if you want to pack light and you don't want to have like an extra suitcase for all your magical stuff, this is a good book for that. It's a really good book. So that is from Erin Murphy Hiscock. I said that with my teeth. Who knew? It really is. For all of you who don't know this struggle, if you are someone who's had dentures for a long time, it hasn't even been 2 weeks for me. It'll be 2 weeks on Thursday. The struggle's real. I've got the stupid lisp going, trying to get used to doing what you need to do with the dentures. Anyways, that's not what this video's about, but we're going to hit that anyways. This book, Mansions of the Moon for the Green Witch by Moura. It says a complete book of lunar magic, and it truly is. Now, for me, I absolutely love this book. One thing that I absolutely, and you know, any path that you're on, I don't care what path you're on, you are always learning something. You're always learning something new. You're always working on your craft. Always working on it. That's how you get better. That's how you get more knowledgeable. That's how you get more comfortable in your skin of doing your magic, of doing your rituals, is by working on them and learning. And for me, I need a lot of work on astrology. Me and astrology, we are not best friends. Don't know if we ever will be. But there's a lot of astrology in here. There is a lot of the lunar signs, the lunar sigils. Where did I find the lunar sigils? I have to be like a new student going through this book because there's so much of astrology that I don't know. And as much as I try to learn it, it just doesn't stay. So, if you are into astrology, moon magic, which I love to do, the cycles of the moon, the astrological signs of the moon, the sigils for the moon. I mean, there's so much in here. It is just a beautiful book. And for me, like I said, I'm using it as if I'm a new student because there's so much in here that I haven't really, I've never taken the time to sit with astrology and the moon and sit and really get a grasp on it. This book is perfect for it. I love it, love it, love it. So it's Mansions of the Moon by the Green Witch by Anne Moura. She's a Green Witch. You don't have to be a Green Witch to appreciate these books or to read them. You don't have to be any book that magical book that you see, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever. You don't have to be that path to read that book. You know, knowledge is a great thing. Knowledge is, I did a class on, give me 1 minute, stupid teeth. I did a course on voodoo, and I don't do voodoo, but I did a course on it because I wanted to learn about it. I wanted to learn what it was about, and you know, all of the amazing things about voodoo. Now, I don't use it in my practice, but I thought it was amazing to learn. There's nothing wrong with learning other paths and other religions. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, sometimes you find things in these courses and these classes that you take that you're like, oh my God, you had a perception of what you thought that path was or that religion was. And then you find out from the classes that, wow, I was way wrong. So always, you know, never close your magical door on anything. Don't close that door. I am not great on astrology, but I love this book. I mean, so never close the door on any magical path. Just because you're reading it and you're learning it doesn't mean you have to incorporate it in the path you've chosen. But it also doesn't mean you have to shut the door on it either. Okay, we're done with that. Grimoire for the Green Witch. I use this as my Book of Shadows. Now, I do have a Book of Shadows that I keep here, but I use this just like many, many years ago when I was just starting out. I used Silver Ravenwolf's Book of Shadows. I used that as my Book of Shadows, and that book too has everything in it. I'll do a review on that one of these days too. I've got so much I want to show you guys. I just have so much. Hopefully, I'm sure some of it is stuff you've seen a gazillion times on YouTube, but I figured I'd show it anyway. So, this has, now in the back, let me get to where it starts. Where are we? Where do you start? I know you're back here somewhere. She has her own personal Book of Shadows that she has in this book. And it's in the back. And I promise I won't take 12 days to show it to you. Where are you? Here we are. In the back. I think it's page 191. This right here is her complete book of shadows that she uses in her own practice. It has incense listed by use, smudges, essential oils. There's no pictures, so I just want you feathers, hair, planetary associations, planetary table, planetary hours for day and night, zodiac associations, signs in the house, in the houses, keywords. I mean, there's just so much in here. Like I said, this is not, there's really not a lot of pictures. Herbal and plant correspondences. Half dentures with this one. Numerical correlations. Numbers in divination. Animal totems. Candle magic spell chart. This has some. My face is, I don't know if you can see it or not. I hope you can. And in the front is more rituals and spells and the creed of a green witch. The god and goddess drawing down the moon. An initiation that you can do. What else is there? There's so much in here. Daily affirmations, song of the goddess. The sabbats and rituals that you can do for them and correspondences that go with them. Yuletide carols, oh that's so cute. Full moon esbat rituals. There's circle. Now circle cat, well of course you all know the Theban alphabet and craft terms. I know some people call it the Theban alphabet, the Theban alphabet. I've been calling it the Theban alphabet for years, so that's just what I go by. Coven terms, grounding and centering, craft names, names of the god and goddesses, ritual robe colors, ritual components, quarter and cross quarters, the litany, the rules of conduct. There is also different ways to do a circle and to do a closing. They have several different ways to do it. Simple casting of a circle and closing, and then there are other ones for elemental, things like that that you can do. What does this say? Yeah, she says this is a book to be used as a guide, and she has her own personal book of shadows that she shared. And like any witch, I'm sure she didn't share everything, but this is the book of shadows that she used: divination spells, charging stormwater, attracting fairy spell. Forgive me with this. This is just packed with everything. I love this book. Right now, this is the book that, even though I have my own book of shadows, I use this book all the time. If I'm looking up something, if I'm trying to practice something, if I'm trying to do a closing and a casting of circles, rituals, initiation, I love this book. And I know there's so many of us that have this book. Now, there are some people I've seen on YouTube that don't like this book. They think it's too simple. I don't. I think it's just amazing. So that is the Grimoire of the Green Witch. Like I said, she puts her own book of shadows in the back. And the front is rituals, spells, correspondences, chant songs and poems, reading for eclipses, blood moon, lunar eclipse. There's just so much. Charge of the dark god, charge of the star goddess, song of the goddess. I mean, there are things that we pretty much already do in our practice, but she's kind of revised it a little bit. Yuletide carols, the Sid Moon Espot ritual. There's a lot of rituals in here and a lot of spells, and it's just elemental power circle. It's just amazing. I so recommend this book. Now let's get to the meat and bones of this video. Here we go. The Green Witch Tarot by Moura. I love this tarot. I love it. This is the back. The tarot is by Moura. The art is by Kirk Estergaard Leonard. Don't you forgive me, I don't have my glasses on either. So he's the one that did the illustrations. It opens up like this. It opens up on the side. This is the inside. It has the green ribbon to pull things out. It's a beautiful ribbon too. The book is not shabby. Not shabby. It's pretty good stock. It has the cards, the meanings, the reverse, the prompt words. I mean, and it also has places where you can put notes. If you did a tarot reading, or if you're learning about this tarot and you want to write notes to it, here it is. It's a really good book. It's really sturdy. Now let's get to the cards. This is what the box looks like. This is what the front looks like. Beautiful. This is, I'm just going to, as I'm showing them to you, I'm going to put them right back in the box. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Isn't that beautiful? They are, I mean, if you can see them, they're not heavy. They're not a heavy stock, but they're built pretty well. I mean, they might bend a little bit easier than the Shaman Oracle that I showed you, but they're not flimsy either. Do you know what I mean? This is the crone. Isn't that beautiful? Ten of Pentacles. I don't have my glasses on. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. Six of Athames. Five of Pentacles. Whoa, don't you lose on me here. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, I like this one too. This one is Nature. Isn't that beautiful? They have such an amazing feel to them. They really do. I love this one too, the Green Man. Look at that. Let me flip these around because they're kind of backwards, I think. Alright, here we are. The High Priest. Like I said, the cardstock, I mean, yes, they will bend. I mean, they will. But They're not flimsy either. King of Wands. Forgive me, I'm looking at the time. Hubby usually calls me during his break, but we got plenty of time. Ten of Athames. Look at that. I'm going to say that says Three of Athames. Yeah, it does. But these are just so cool. The Eight of Chalice. King of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Whoop. Jesus. There you go. Queen of Wands. Ace of Athames. The Moon. I'm not going to go through all of these because I'm sure you're going to get bored, and I'm probably going to screw some of them up because I don't have my glasses. But let me come into, hold on, let me do this. Because you don't want to see the same suit every 3 seconds here. Seven of Pentacles. Let me come into the middle. That says the Five of Chalice. Yeah. Three of Chalice. I don't see what I mean. I don't. But they're just beautiful. They really are beautiful. The Horned God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a nice card. Page of Pentacles. Does this say the Five of Athames? No. Three of Athames. No. Two of Athames. I'm so sorry, people. There we go. The Earth Mother. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? King of Chalices. Kind of going into the middle. The Star. Five of Wands, I believe. But you get the drift. I'm going to do one more. Four of Pentacles. I mean, they're just beautiful. These cards are just beautiful. Like I said, I'm going to show you one more because I want to show you the stock on it. Eight of Athames. Where am I going here? But it's not, I mean, it will bend. I mean, they will bend. But they're not flimsy, you know what I mean? But they're just beautiful. And like I said, the companion book, I mean, this is just awesome. Gives you little notes, gives you the whole, I mean, it's all black and white. There's no colors in it, but still. So yeah, this is the Green Witch series. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope it wasn't too long. I always have with each series of books that I have, I always keep a journal. I think that's important. I think when you're doing anything, like if you're learning about tarot, learning about oracles, magic, whatever, have a journal with you. So if there's things that you think you don't understand, you put them right in here and write them down to keep it refreshed. Like I said, I am a Reiki master. I've been one for years. But was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Maybe 2 weeks ago. I did refreshers on the attunements. I did refreshers on the lessons because if you've been doing it for so long, sometimes it can get stale, so you need to revive it. Especially, I know they say attunements, once you do them, they're forever. But to me, I was just called to have to do it again because it felt like it was getting stagnant. So that's why I did it again. Okay, that's enough for me. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope you have an amazing month. What's left of it? We're in the 6th. Can you believe we're already in the second month of 2023? How's 2023 doing for you, by the way? I hope it's doing a lot better than 2022. 2022 was not good for me. I had 2 COVIDs, ended up in the hospital with my MS, ended up with a blood infection. I mean, it was just so much fun. So far, knock on wood, other than teeth extractions I desperately needed and, a set of dentures I desperately needed, life's been okay. I love you. I will talk to you soon. Like I said, I have way more tarot and oracle cards to show, way more magical books to show you, tools, things like that. If you're interested in them, stick around. I got a lot going on. And thank you for subscribing. I'm not, I'm not doing an infomercial or anything like that, but thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really, truly am humbled by that because really, I ramble all the time. I'm surprised people still even watch them. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Okay, now I might be talking to you longer than I thought because, okay.